Hello and welcome to another Raggy's Beer Review. So it's literally bloody 8:30 at night and I've been at work for 12 and a half hours today. I'm knackered. Well, to be honest, I'm depressed as hell at work, but there you go, can't win them all, can you? So Thornbridge, over to Thornbridge, got it from the tap room. It's their Quiet Storm Sabro. Sabro is a hop that you will get hints of coconuts, depending on how much Sabro goes in. Single hop pale ale, 5.5%. It's obviously a bit of a tropical hop as well. What do I know? I know Bob. Anyway, here we go. Quiet Storm is a unique series of single hop showcases using some of our favourite hop varieties. The ambition of this project is to really highlight the full spectrum and capability of each individual variety through precise application at different stages of brewing. Sabro is a relatively new hop and is absolutely bursting with flavour. Fresh from the US, look out for bags of stone fruit, kiwi and tangerine before the tropical onslaught of coconut, which Sabro has become famous for. Yeah, I did know that. I couldn't remember about all the rest, but I knew about the Sabro being for coconut. So, let's bloody dive in, yeah? It's been a long flipping day. It's been very, very wet. You know, sometimes in life, if you can't be nice, then keep your mouth shut and walk off. And there's a way of saying something. And, sometimes somebody today said something to me and it royally pissed me off. And we've had some issues with the van. Primarily, the battery went flat. Now, for the battery to go flat, and you know when you turn a van over or a car over and it feels like it's, struggling to, like vroom, and it just kicks in. I've been noticing for a while that it's been getting a little bit more nigglier. It still started first time, every time, but it just sounded. I've had enough issues with cars over the years to know when something's not quite right. And look at that, for a poor, beautiful, vibrant straw to, we'll call it like a dark straw colour pour. Tons of carbonation off there, a big white fluffy head. And it conked out the other week at work. Next, 2 days later, the workers I work with, I'm going to say something else, but I better not. Managed to get it going. Fair play to them, they got it going. Anyway, last week I got in and it didn't. The battery still sounded weak to me. I fucking knew it did. God, it went to this work this morning at 6:30 to get in it so I could take it. Dead as a dodo. So we'll see what transpires, but. So, oh, Jesus, I tell you what, the aroma on this, bloody lovely aroma. Yeah, that is beautiful. Lots of different fruits. Oh, that first bout of aroma is stunning. Let's dive in. And again, it follows into the taste, but with a little bit of like a grapefruit twang on the taste. And coconut right at the back end. Oh, 5.5%, hits the spot for sessionable. Like I said, I've done a good day's work today. I had to, as we know, we're in one of the wettest springs we've seen for a long, long time. Seriously long, long time. Plants are behind. Some are doing well and some are well behind. That's the world we live in. But anyway, so I'm doing my bloody best to win, obviously. Can't think of the word I was going to say now. So, give the site a full-on weed kill, which means everything: tree bases, paths, through beds where I can. Done it today. Hopefully that will start to put it all to bed, and be in a situation where I'm on top of it. Thursday, I try and do the same at the Cockcliffe site. Go in and try my best to get to weed kill as much as it offers best as possible. Even if I have to use a brush and go and start like brushing weeds, because sometimes you can't with weed killer if you're using a sprayer. Collateral damage. You don't want to kill plants, but I do want to get rid of the weeds. So yeah, I'm going to get out a brush and like a teapot or something, not a teapot, a jug, something like that anyway, and just go along and just dab it on certain weeds anyway, like docks and nettles, when they're in locations that are tough to spray and where we ain't got time to keep pulling one after another after another. Quick blast with a bit of on the brush, buff, gets rid, and that's really all that needs to be done. Oh. It's light, it's tropical, both on the nose and the taste. It's very crisp, it's certainly refreshing. And I agree with what Thornbridge is saying. Done correctly, the single hop beers are absolutely stunning. There are some where it's, you know, they're chucking them out for the sake of chucking them out. And, you know, for me, obviously I don't know how they brew this, but say they had Sabro for the bittering process part of it, and then Sabro for the hops. So whether they had 2 or 3 lots of hops in the beer, but all Sabro. For me, absolutely the way to do it. And the beer itself, you know, it's a lovely beer. It's tasting nice. Got a good tropical. Ooh. That's well flavourful. So, you know, like me, you know, with some hops, you think they're like one-trick ponies, i.e. The coconut element, but obviously not. There's a lot more to Sabro than just coconut, and obviously there's a lot of hops out there. And for Thornbridge, you know, they could release one a month for about a long time. And certainly new hops and older hops, and then you've got the cryo. Well, I'm not sure the T45 cryo would sound that great, you know. Better off being Quiet Storm and yeah, Quiet Storm T45. Yeah, same sort of Quiet Storm Sabro or Quiet Storm First Cold sounds a lot better, doesn't it? In the grand scheme of things, at least. It's funny. Earlier in the day, I was totally depressed, really feeling a bit down, and it didn't help when I went next door to work on next door's garden, and the mower won't work. And I'm like, for God's sakes! So I went and got my mower, my little mower, work mower, and it still wasn't picking the grass up, and it's like. And it's lovely when, you know, the consultant who's the owner of the house comes home. His wife's there, but she's not really a gardener. comes and straight away he understands that I've had a job. 3 hours of pushing a blooming mower. After you've done an 8-hour shift, 8.5-hour shift. And he says that the rain, and yeah, straight away, that was lovely, because it's nice, you know, sometimes I hate having to prove myself that I do a hard day's work, because I do always do a hard day's work. I'm not there to skive, I'm not there to do anything else, but you know, the hard day's work is for my benefit, not just for work, to earn the money, you know, that they pay me. It's my benefit to keep my brain, stopping myself from, you know, dragging myself down. And it's so easy. It's so, mental health is an absolute swine at times. It's very easy to push yourself into a downward spiral. And then when you get comments, oh, you left the light on, and it was obviously implied at me. Yeah, the light was left on, that's why the battery went flat. I thought, and I looked and I thought, I smiled and I thought, you absolute clown. But there you go. I was nice, because I could have said something and just wiped the floor, but you know, it is pointless at times. You know, sometimes, you know, when there's an element and you think to yourself, why do I even bother? You know. Why? But in any case, you can't win them all, can you? Hey, stupid does as stupid says. Oh dear. In any case, I enjoyed that. Has anybody had the Quiet Storm series before? What was your favourite? What do you think they should brew? Interesting. You know, what is the hop of choice? Because hops, and in this Quiet Storm, I mean, this is a pale, single hop pale ale. Would they do stouts with single hops? Single hop stouts rather than pales for certain types of hops? Always the interesting question. It's worth pondering these questions. Hey. But regardless, did I enjoy it? Yes. It's absolutely stunning aroma to begin with. Same goes with the taste, but the aroma, that first blast of aroma was special. It was like, I mean, the aroma's nice now, but that aroma at first, wow. And the taste, yeah, lovely. Cracking beer. Cheers up.